Hey, Kerry here. I'm in Jamison Park. It's a park that's in our community of Mountain Brook. And I want to share something I've come up with that I think is going to change my business dramatically and put me in the buyer's business. I've been pretty much a seller's agent up until now, but I've come up with a way that I think I can get out in front of Zillow and create some buyer's leads without having to pay Zillow or Trula or any of the other portals. So after this video, you're going to know what I'm doing and how I'm making my phone ring. This all came about as I show my listings to buyers and their agents when they show up. I realized that probably 80% of the time the buyer had never met the realtor that they were with before they walked into the house. And I got to thinking, these people have no relationship with this agent. They really don't know them. They merely found them on a portal, Zillow or something else, and set up an appointment with them. So I said, how can I get in front of that and get them to set up an appointment with these? So I thought back to when my wife and I moved here to Birmingham from Louisville, Kentucky. And what I realized was that when I came home and said I'm being transferred to Birmingham, we knew very little about Birmingham, and what we did know was not good. So what my wife did was go to the library and learn as much as she could about the city, the schools, the neighborhoods, and then I came down here and I found a real estate agent when I was in the community. So I thought, well, okay, if that's how we did it back in the late 80s, how would we do it today? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. We'd get on the internet and we'd go to Google and we'd type something like moving to Birmingham or relocating to Birmingham or Birmingham schools or Birmingham neighborhoods. And we might even go to YouTube and do the same thing. And so I did that. And what I found when I did it on Google, I basically found Zillow and Realtor.com and Realty South and real estate companies. Then I went and did it on YouTube, and I found basically a young crowd who was either telling me what they loved about Birmingham or somebody who told me why Birmingham was one of the 10 worst cities that you could live in. So I decided I was going to create a series of videos that informed people about what Birmingham was all about. And I would speak to the city. I would speak to the layout of the city. I would spend time in the neighborhoods, and I'm going to go down here and show you part of a video that I'll make relative to the #1 community in Birmingham, and that is Mountain Brook, and give you kind of the flavor of what I'm doing to build a relationship with people who are moving to Birmingham before they move to Birmingham. So I'm going to go down the path here and show you something else. Okay, I'm further down the creek now, and just to give you kind of an idea of the feel of what I'm going to be doing is, as I say, this is Mountain Brook, and this is the best school systems, the wealthiest community in the state of Alabama. And so there'll be people that I'll do, the heading will be moving to Birmingham, Mountain Brook, Alabama. And so I'll get a number of people on both YouTube, and I'll do a blog on it as well within my website, so that I'll also get Google search on that. And one of the things I'll explain is this park has probably been here for up to 100 years. And for a long time, it was just not maintained that well, and it would flood and whatever. So they created a walking path, and that's why, because of the floodability of it, it never was built on. And for probably the last 50 years, if you wanted to cross this creek, you stepped across on those 13 concrete blocks and came across the creek. That made it pretty difficult for a mother in a stroller and a someone with a heavy bike. A light bike you could walk across. So what I wanted to share then is, within the last 6 months, I would say within the last year, then became a proposal to build a bridge across the creek. And I want to show you the bridge that our little community of 20,000 homes, or 20,000 people, probably 7,000 homes built. It looks more like, and I'll show you up here a little bit more, it looks like an entrance to a major highway. So now we have a very elaborate bridge to take us across Shades Creek, and this is right in the community of Mountain Brook. And what I'm going to do then is basically explain all of this in various videos. I would estimate I'll put out somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 15 different videos about living in Birmingham. I'm even going to go to the point that I'm going to get some other agents involved. We have various communities that are gated communities, and I don't want to be driving all over the city showing people around. So I'm going to go to some agents who live in those communities and say, look, I got a YouTube channel and I get a heavy viewership, and so therefore I get good rankings on Google and I get good rankings on YouTube, and I'm going to sell our city, and I'm going to get in front of Zillow and Realtor.com, and I'm not going to buy any leads. I never have bought any leads, and I'm going to make my phone ring with people that say, hey, I saw your video on Mountain Brook and I loved your little explanation about Shades Creek and the beautiful bridge you have. We think we'd like, and we've been to your website, and we've found some homes that we think we might be interested in, and can you show us around? And I'll say, you know, I'd love to, and if it's in a neighborhood I want to work, in a price range I want to work, I'll do it. But if, on the other hand, it's not in the price range I want to work, and it's not in a community that I want to work, I'll hand it off to another agent, and we'll come to an agreement on what the split is. Eventually, what I see that growing into is a team. Now, I do not subscribe to the theory that I should get 50% of everything you make. I just think that's a little nonsense. I think I want a team member who can do something that I can't or am not willing to do. I'm not willing to drive to some parts of the state and some parts of the city, and I'm not willing to work in some price ranges. So we'll come up with a good way of doing that. My whole point is, if you'll do what I'm doing, you're going to find that you can build one heck of a real estate business. But you need to get a YouTube channel, and I'll do another video sometime down the road in my training section of how to build a good YouTube channel, and then how to get traffic. My traffic is building at a rate of 500% a month. My subscribers are growing at a rate of about 40% a month. So there's some knowledge that has to be acquired, and I'm willing to share it with you. Now I want to go show you this bridge. This is a look at the entrance to our little bridge over our little Shades Creek, and as you can see, it looks more like an entrance to an interstate ramp, and you can see I'm not far away from the community as the roar of a hopped up, looked like about a 57 Chevrolet going down there. So that's how close this park is to the city. Okay, so that's my idea as to how I can expand my reach to get buyers leads. Just basically sharing information on what the community's about and building a relationship with a whole bunch of people I don't know that don't have a relationship in the community. I don't think it's that difficult. I think it just takes some work and it takes some knowledge of how to build a YouTube channel, but I think you can do that, and I'll help you do that. At the end of this video, I'm going to have some links that are going to show you, or that are going to link to some of the videos that I've done specifically for buyers coming from out of state. As I say, go to YouTube, put in moving to Birmingham or relocating to Birmingham, and you'll see what I'm doing. I'm also sharing in there the videos that I do on the houses that I put that I'm listing, even after they've sold. So I'm creating a presence on YouTube that is giving me dominance in that category, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Now, I think the other thing that would be wise for you is to go to my website. First of all, go to my own website, which my company website, bestofushomes.com, and then go to Best of US Agents. There you're going to be able to sign up for a training program that I do, and basically what I do is drip to you every 2 weeks some written data, some information that you can use in your practice beyond the videos that I put together. You'll also see in there a link to Amazon.com, and you can buy my book. In my book, I spend a good chapter on how to use YouTube. I think if you don't have a YouTube channel, you aren't going to build your business to where you want to. It is a tool by which you can reach out to people you don't know, that you can create relationships that you don't have, that you can build a sphere of influence beyond the shores of the United States. Because people who are going to be moving to Birmingham, wherever they're from, whether they're from Paducah, Kentucky, or Paris, France, they want to know about the community that they're moving to, and you can be their source. Once you become their source, and once you become recognized as the source for the community, you're going to own the community. This industry is going to change dramatically, and the iBuyers are going to pick up the low-hanging fruit. The difficult fruit is going to go to those who master technology, master video, and master relationships beyond their sphere of influence. So, subscribe to the video or to my channel. Go to bestofusagents.com. Also, here's a link to my Facebook page, and what I want to use the Facebook group page for is for beyond me sharing ideas, you sharing ideas, you giving to a community of people who want to grow their business. And if we all share, we'll all thrive. Okay, that's my bit for today, and let's get out there and do this. This business is a lot of fun.